you go.
And you look at William Byron and you wonder if, Brad is upset with a block or something. He's had some problems or some concerns about William Byron blocking at Daytona last year. But man, that was interesting.
Looks like he gave
See right here at the bottom of the 3 wide, the 90 just gets loose. Looks like as he corrects it, he climbs the bank, he collecting the 36. The 00 of Cole Custer gets squeezed and makes it through. Nowhere for the 22 to go. A little bit of damage on the nose of that car.
Yeah, Brandon Jones in a 19 car. Nothing he could do. He got some damage. It was Ray Black Jr.
Once you get into the grass, you're along for the ride, especially with all the rain that there has been in the area.
So we talked about, in the pre-race with how much was handling going to matter, and we thought that maybe at night when it's cooled down so much.
90, he gets lucky to get through that. As you see, the 90 spin collects the 22. The 00 got lucky. It is clear the safest place to be. There's no safe place, but the safest place is the front of these packs.
And again, the 90 collecting the 22. So Austin Cindric, the 20-year-old out of Mooresville, North Carolina, a tough start to this race.
See, he just lost it on corner entry and never was able to catch back up. Brandon Jones.
What a huge block for the lead.
Into the wall was Tyler Reddick.
Oh,
and
there it is.
Right behind him, another one hits.
Keep digging, still inside.
Oh, watch this.
Oh, Creed across the grass.
Cautious out. How hard did...
Creed in the 8 slides through the grass, as does the 23, John Hunter Nemechek. He comes back. The front end of that car destroyed.
Tires are up. We'll stay out here if we can.
The front of the 10.
Wow. That's just such an aggressive move. Your car gets really tight. Then behind it, they all get stacked up. Algar got in the back of the 8. And here they go through this wet grass.
Well, that's Allguy's teammate, right? It's the momentum. As the momentum's lost, Allgaier can't tell, can't see, can't react that quick. So you see right here, the 2 from the bottom of the racetrack, Jeff, goes right to the top.
Yeah, he just turns to the right, and right here, when the 10 goes up there too, it's just pulling all the air, the 16, all the air off of that 2 car, and it just drives him into the wall. And then, as you said, behind,
those
chain reaction.
They really didn't even hit each other, right? The 8 got spun off the nose of the 7, and the 23 looks like he got spun off the nose of the 00.
And once again, that infield grass at Charlotte is looking more and more like something's going to have to happen everywhere.
The turf there.
Yeah.
The grass here,
Boom,
turf
that's
there.
Contact.
But slamming into the wall, the 2 of Tyler Reddick, and then the chain reaction behind them.
I'm shocked it's only 2 cars. I mean, they're not the only one that somehow 2 cars get spit out of the pack.
When we were on nonstop, Steve looked at me and said, "This can't continue."
No.
He saw it coming, and here it is, man. 6 to go. Stage in.
And I'll tell you, as a crew chief, after seeing Reddick get pulled out of line and then recover, I would have to start considering the strategy of, listen, maybe let's just be a little smart here, a little smart. I'm going to leave it up to my driver. If you get in a position you don't like, don't feel like you're committed there. If you have to pull out of line, remember, you can go below the WL line to bail out. You can't go.
Riley Herbst up to 2nd. Sieg back to 3rd. Now Sieg with a run on the outside, but Ross Chastain is coming back into the tri-oval. He will win stage 1.
Sieg up a bit. Dave?
Early on, 3rd place, Riley Herbst in the middle of your screen was a little bit tight, but he said the car was fine near the end. His crew chief said, good job, take it deep.
Incidents, and now a caution on the racetrack. Tyler Reddick and Chase Briscoe both involved in this one.
Try to stay in the gas.
Huge hit by that 98 on the inside wall.
Stay in the gas.
You see how shortened up the nose of that car is.
Right now, just 2 cars that we see involved. And a big hit for the 98 of Chase Briscoe. You see right now Tyler Reddick trying to roll that car. Front end smashed up on Chase Briscoe's car, though, as the safety crew get to him right away. Reddick.
Oh, Reddick was out of control going up the racetrack. Big hit. Watch that again. There was a lot of things going on there at once.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the Reddick had a flat tire or just get out of line, but he loses control of his car. Look at this hit right here by Chase Briscoe. It's like that two had a flat tire. I know he had a flat when he came to a stop after the spin, but I'm not sure if the left rear wasn't down as he darted kind of up the racetrack.
It was clearly out of control going up the track.
Oh yeah, the left rear's flat.
Yeah, it's soft.
You can see the wrinkle in the left rear sidewall. The two of Tyler Reddick has a flat left rear tire. He's out of control. It looks like he's turning right, but he's chasing the back of the car up the racetrack, trying to not spin out. And in the end, Chase Briscoe absolutely in the wrong spot at the wrong time. Once again, shocked it didn't catch more cars. Justin Allgaier had a front row seat that he didn't want.
And what a crazy ride for Briscoe. Just sitting there minding your own business, thinking that everything's fine. Next thing you know, you're pointing in the wrong direction.
You see the damage to that left rear tire. That didn't happen right away, right? That rolled flat for quite some time.
Oh, this shot will be crazy.
That's the one ahead up top. All right, here's the two now.
Dirty.
What's he doing? All right, we got a little bit of nose damage, not bad.
Just behind Allmendinger. Allmendinger to the high side. He blocks the 16. Coming to the stripe. A.J. Allmendinger will win stage 2.
That's just a stage in, man. What's going to happen at the end of the race?
The big one happens at Daytona. It was about mid-pack. Cars now sliding to a stop. David Starr is involved.
Saying it couldn't last. 3 wide in the back. You see real estate. They run out of real estate. Somehow the 20 of Christopher Bell makes his way through.
We were just talking about Christopher Bell, how he was back there in the middle of that stuff. If he didn't get past it, he was going to get in a wreck, and it happened right in front of him, and somehow he sneaked his way through.
3 wide, a little push from behind is how it starts. The 93 gets turned. He comes down, collects the 52. The 52 goes across the racetrack. Somehow in all of this, the 20 of Christopher Bell, there he is. You see him moving left and right. He sneaks through as cars are spinning.
That was a big hit for Scott Lagasse Jr.
Looks like it was the 86 of Brandon Brown that was the one who maybe made the push there to get that started.
Well, this is going to be a great shot on board with Christopher Bell right here. They're going to start banging around.
Easy, get lower, 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 lower. Keep coming mid. Keep coming mid. Get down, back up.
It's a great job by Christopher Bell. It's also a little bit of luck involved in that. You know, when they start piling up in front of you and there's a hole to go to, some of that's out of your control, but nice, calm reaction by Christopher. Expect nothing less from him. Man, this is just crazy. This race is just it's like we saw at Talladega.
What was the line again that Junior used to start off? Optimistic moves?
Yeah, optimistic moves.
Optimistic moves being made right now on the backstretch.
Well, right there, that white and green 86 sliding into the picture. Brandon Brown, he's run inside the top 20 all day. This car has yet to have a top 10 this season. I think you saw that push because he starts to see the possibility of that top 10 being out there. Kind of there's that carrot at the end that as it counts down, 25 to go, they start to feel that, you know, excitement, feel a little bit of that anxiety that Dale talked about, trying to make a move.
And because of this pressure, or because of this caution, does that mean that now, saving fuel, you can get to the end of this race?
Yeah, I think it was very close from the stage end pit stops, but with this yellow flag, I'm sure all these drivers are shutting the cars off, posting them around in neutral.
7 with a run. And around goes the 18, Herbst. Sliding as they go down the backstretch.
Keep it straight.
No contact, caution's not out yet.
Keep it straight.
He does keep it straight. Lynette and Gregson. There was Herbst going around, and again, didn't hit anything, and so we stay green. Didn't take long, and around goes the one, and that into the wall hard. That's going to collect multiple cars behind him. Timmy Hill in the 66. Cole Custer in the 00. Numerous cars. There's Cole Custer.
Second in line on the top. Gets basically the same situation we've seen. He catches the two of Tyler Reddick and stops his momentum. Christopher Bell's behind him. He doesn't know, can't do anything about it. Just hits the one so hard it spins the one out at the front of the field.
And when the 11 drove underneath the 2, watch right here. Watch the 11 make this move right now. That's slowing the 2 down. The 20 is pushing the 1 right into the back of Reddick, and that's what caused this wreck. Just that slowdown by that side draft. And Christopher Bell can't see that. He cannot see, 2 cars in front.
Haley, Reddick, Chastain, Christopher Bell, Allgaier.
One up. On.
It almost looked like Michael Annett changed his decision. Like he saw the 11 go and he thought, man, can I go low with the 11? Change his mind, pulls up. At the same time, the 2 checks up. And like you said, Jeff, the 20 of Christopher Bell has nowhere to go. And everyone behind this, it's really just kind of aim for a hole and hope you get through.
A.J. Allmendinger made it through. Tell you another name who made it through is Parsons. Stephen Parsons right now in his first ever Xfinity Series race is running 13th.
In a race he was not planning on running.
Yeah, Wednesday. He was working underneath the car, and now he's running in the top 15 at Daytona in his first ever start.
Think about that. Working on the race car, get the phone call, hey, you're driving it. I mean, what a great opportunity for him. Been racing late models, been running some truck races.
His father is Phil. Phil Parsons won a race at Talladega back in 1988. As we look once again at this incident.
What a move by A.J. Allmendinger. He slowed down right away, somehow kept the car straight. And you saw him come to pit road with his clothes. I'm sure the tires were destroyed. Let's right here ride along with him, Jeff.
Crack and check up, low. One inside. Inside, nice and easy here. Low if you can. You get anything?
Instructions from his spotter, Kevin. Oh, trouble for Justin Allgaier.
Allgaier around. Car was trying to come on the inside. Allgaier spins, and he stays going straight. They stay. Matt Collick wanted this very scenario to win a race. How about win at Daytona? Ross Chastain will win. There's Matt Collick, team owner right there. And the 3 of them almost doing a parade lap now. 1, 2, 3. Chastain, Haley, Allmendinger.
Coming. Every one of them are coming to pit road now.
Toyotas and Chevys all making the way. Look at the pack coming toward you. Kelly, and there's almost a spin by Denny Hamlin as he got on the brakes hard.
3 Toyota.
Look at Denny Hamlin coming to pit road.
He's wheel hopping them rear tires, locking them rear brakes up, trying to downshift and get himself slowed down for pit road speed.
Hey guys, I'm telling you, it's not just the pit road entry that was an issue for the 11. This was a great save, but he is only 1 pit to my left.
From the 17, coming out of turn 4.
Oh, contact behind them.
And Joey Logano will win stage 1 at Daytona.
That was a stage, and all bets were off on the back straightaway between manufacturers and teammates.
Corporate teammate Kevin Harvick on the right-hand side a moment ago. I'm not lifting to that.
17. Stenhouse Jr. was in front of the 1 of Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch didn't lift, and around went Stenhouse. Into the grass he goes. Caution comes out.
It's a good thing he went through that grass backwards. That was going through it backwards really helped save the front of that car.
And he gets a little tight right there. Kurt says, not today.
I'm not going to lift. He didn't. Around goes the 17 of Stenhouse Jr., and the caution comes out.
Hold that line of Chevrolets behind. Got tight on corner exit. Kurt got underneath him and was not going to cut him a break. Stenhouse goes around.
And he credited Dale Jr. for helping him to get more aggressive, and now he got a spin.
And the one of Kurt Busch, he's able to save it, but you have damage to the left front of that car, and the caution has come out once again. So there had to have been some contact here.
Tight into the fence, into the wall, has problems down in turn 3, eventually spinning it out. There he goes. Good save by Kurt Busch. He'll bring it in, try to get tires on that car and get back in action.
They called a code word for the stop. He thought it was...
He got into the wall. He got pushed into the wall, and now Brad Keselowski and others are sliding behind him. There goes the 38 of David Reagan making contact. Now they go into the infield grass as well.
Brad looked like he had a handful of race car off of turn 4. Looked like he was getting a little bit loose off turn 4 and having a hard time with that race car.
Daniel Hemrick, there you see the 8 of Hemrick making a left turn to go back to pit road. The 41 of Suarez also involved.
Big push from the 4, and that just turned him. The 4 hit him pretty hard, and Brad just lost control of the car. Turned Brad into the outside wall really hard. Here's a great shot with Kevin Harvick. Oh, man, it really isn't that hard of a hit. It looked like he was just trying to get Brad moving. Unreal that it doesn't take anything to get these cars out of control and out of the driver's hands.
Yeah, Harvick trying to push him to get him by that middle lane, and when he hit him, it just shot Brad up. Then it just all stacks up, and guess what? When you all run in a line together trying to help each other and something happens, guess what happens to all of you? You all get damaged.
Harvick's in the fence a little bit. I think he's going to be okay. Really impressive by Joe Logano and a lot of those guys behind him to get out of the gas and not create any more cars spinning and turning and crashing and obstacles to get through and get by. That could have collected a whole lot more race cars than it did. Harvick kind of smartly put his car up against the fence, like, hey, I'm going to go up here and kind of hope that nothing hits me, nobody gets into this wreck. Going to get on Logano's roof here.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Coca-Cola can. And watch him lift it. Hear the throttle. Oh, here is Spotter telling him everything to do.
You're clear, you're clear.
Great
like an
information.
auctioneer right there. Dillon. Then Bowman and Byron. Dillon's going to win the stage.
I didn't see any Chevrolet behind Austin Dillon develop a run that would have been worth trying.
Can he stay out of the line as the racing continues? Austin Dillon up front.
Oh,
They shifted him
that's
out.
going to be a big
And
one.
now around goes the 3 in front of the pack. They're all collected. The 11 with damage, the 22 as well.
Stay right here.
Smoke rolling out of the cars that even cleared this incident. They shuffled out. The 11 of Denny Hamlin, and then while trying to regroup, the 3 of Austin Dillon gets around.
Lanes, he tries to make a move on the Toyota, loses momentum, blocks the 14. Now he's helping the Ford. I think he panics. What does he do? He goes back to the bottom, or does he block the 14? The 14 makes a move. The 3 blocks. You said it time and time again. Blocking causes accidents. This is an accident at the front of the field.
Yeah, it looks like Clint Boyer's pushing the 3, but he moves to go inside, and that upset the 3 a little bit. Got the 3 a little bit loose, but the 3 headed on down the track to try to block anyways, or try to get down there and protect that line, protect that lead.
Let's go back and look at that first view, because I think that, watch this first view. So right here, he makes the move, as he said. Here comes the 14 of Boyer. Good side draft on the 11. Here comes the 14 of Boyer. Now we got a great shot. Boyer gets into the back of him. He goes to turn left just a little bit, and when he did, he drug the 3 with him. The 3's on the bottom of the racetrack. You know,
yeah.
I don't know that was a block. I think the 3 got there. He didn't mean to get there. It's just a little bit of contact.
When Clint goes across the back bumper of that 3, it turned the 3 sideways. It upset the back of that 3 car. And then at that moment, Austin's trying to just catch his car. He's steering the race car, trying to steer the back of the race car. Starts driving like a forklift at that moment. And then he's down the racetrack, trying to get down into turn 1.
Kurt Busch squirts out of this without an issue. William Byron, Jimmy Johnson, and Ty Dillon all able to negotiate and get through. And so they're the top 4 right now after this melee happens behind them. Look at the 13. There's Ty Dillon, and he's able to negotiate through all of this virtually unscathed. And now he's running 4th.
Check out this from the 18 car right in the middle of this mess.
Helpless feeling.
Middle.
Helpless feeling when you see smoke in front of you, but you don't know what it is.
Flat. Stay out of the grass if you can.
See that contact right there when he went to turn left? That's what moved the 3 down.
Keep coming.
Oh, that's a sickening feeling, isn't it, Junior?
Top there. We got damage, guys.
You know that 3 car is coming back across the track. And there's nowhere for anybody to go.
All 4 of the Joe Gibbs Racing cars involved in this incident.